morning. It is Saturday morning, July the 24th, about 5:40 a.m. here in the state of Louisiana. My camera's having a little bit of trouble focusing because of the oncoming lights, and it's a little foggy, so the window's fogging up a little bit. So anyways, but it's sun's starting to come up. It's going to be pretty here in a few minutes. But as promised, I decided I'd give you guys an update. So, really not a whole lot has changed since yesterday. We are still on our way to Florida with this load here. And we'll deliver between 9 and 10 this evening. I've been driving about 4 hours. So I have about another 6 hours to go, and then Alex will take over and finish out this load. And as you can see, it's this lovely construction. It used to be these little walls on the side here, and my car used to make me super freaking nervous. And it's crazy because now I'm in even a bigger vehicle. They don't faze me because it's so often. A lot of times in California, we have these barriers, and so they don't bother me so much anymore. I think what bothers me more is when another big truck tries to pass when you're in between these barriers, because it is pretty narrow. Or you have people slamming on the brakes because they don't know what they're doing, basically. Anyways, so nothing really new. One of the local regional planners tried to send us something from Florida to New Jersey, but it takes us out of the team freight zone up into an area that we generally in the past have had a hard time getting back down to get to team freight. So I declined that load because I don't want to get stuck. We're at the end of the month trying to finish our miles out, make our miles. We canceled our home time that we're supposed to be this weekend so that we could make sure we made our miles and made our production. And I'm not going to take a load up to an area where I'm going to have a trouble getting a team load out. Not only that, but it was a live unload. So however long that would take. And it really runs hard against our clock as a team to try to maintain the ability to run our team loads. Because, if you're solo, you can do 10 hours and you're shut down for 10 hours. But as a team, we're expected to be running 24/7. So it's 10 hours on, 10 hours off. And when you have to sit for 6 hours, your clock is still ticking, but you're not moving any miles. That takes away from a load that's longer, that's 2,300 miles or something, where you could be running the miles. So I declined that load. I don't think there's a team planner in until this morning. It is still 3:45 in Arizona. That's where the team planners are, is in Phoenix. So we'll see what happens when the team planners get in. They're going to see our PTA is set for 9 p.m. this evening, and then they'll plan us out. We're going to be I think I'm back. We had a little break in signal there. Thanks, T-Mobile. You're so awesome. Anyways, so we're going to be in an area that is pretty close to where we need to be. If we need to get into South Carolina, generally it's one of our clients there. Atlanta, if we need to get back to Dallas or something, there's plenty of options going to be from where we're at. But if we go way up north like New Jersey, it limits our ability to get team freight. So anyhow, so that's kind of what's going on. Nothing really new, just running on down the road. road. I love the sunrises, so that's why I try to capture these in the morning when the sun's first coming up, as it lights up the sky. It's pretty awesome. I think I like sunrises more than I do the sunsets, although Arizona has some pretty amazing sunsets. I enjoy the sunrises as well. So let's see, news. So y'all, we need to be careful because this corona is coming back with a vengeance. So much so that a lot of places are going to start mandating masks again, which I'm just going to go ahead and take it upon myself to start masking up anytime I go indoors. It's just, I'm just going to do it. Even though the Alex and I are fully vaccinated, it still is going to, I mean, there's still a chance that you can get the coronavirus even after you're vaccinated. I think I already talked about this. I talk about this every time. It's just, you're not going to get it as bad as somebody unvaxxed. You don't have the chance that you're going to die and have really severe symptoms like people that are unvaccinated. But still, if I can keep from getting a cold, I'm going to do what I can to keep from getting a cold. If I can keep from getting the flu, I'm going to do what I can to keep from getting the flu. Same thing with this, right? So that's what's up. This now, not only is the Delta variant the primary variant here in the United States, we've had our first case of the Lambda variant, which is from the Peru. Well, in Peru, it's the main variant in Peru. Anyhow, that was first found in the U.S. in Houston. So, and it has all the same characteristics as the Delta virus, or the Delta variant, but more. So, let me clear these windows, it's a little fog. So anyways, it's just super important, guys, that you remain cognizant of the pandemic. It's not over by any means. We are still in the middle of this pandemic, even though a lot of restrictions have been lifted, and a lot of people feel like it's back to normal. It's so not. In fact, Vegas is now one of the biggest hotspots right now. So I don't know. And something else I heard that was really, really surprising is Australia. Only 15% of eligible Australians are fully vaccinated because they, I guess AstraZeneca is the vaccine that they primarily were going to use. And I guess it also has, kind of like the J&J, it had some issues with blood clotting, and so people don't want it. So they're trying to get more of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine, but they've got some pretty, like Sydney is completely locked down, so it's pretty strict as far as what they're doing in Australia, and Sydney is completely locked down. So I was really surprised with it being one of the bigger nations that's they consider a rich nation, that such a low number was vaccinated. But anyways, so there's that. Then there's all the climate change with all the fires, and I guess in India they've had big monsoons which cause mudslides and floods that have, I guess there's 12 people missing from a mudslide there. Many homes and villages have been completely washed away or buried in mud. So we're really seeing a lot about the warnings that we've heard for decades about climate change, and everything's kind of coming to a head right now. So it just goes to show that what people were saying, they weren't crazy. They weren't just saying some crazy signs behind stuff, I don't think that there's going to be change. Unless it's actually forced upon them. Just because, that dollar sign, that money, is greed behind it. And I think a lot of things, and kind of what I kind of pick up just from listening to different podcasts and different things during my news sessions, is a lot of these corporations are like, it's not going to happen in my lifetime, so I'm not going to worry about it, which is sad. But anyhow, that's it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, let you know what's happening. I'm sure that tomorrow, on my update tomorrow, we'll be on the way to either picking up or on the way with another load, and I can update you guys at that time. Right now, we're just headed to Florida. That's all we have in the queue right now. It's actually not even in the queue, it's in the process. Nothing in the queue. So, you guys be safe, mask up, wash your hands, socially distance, and take care. Love y'all. Be safe.